Hello, subscribers, returning viewers, and viewers and new subscribers. Thank you for coming along on my musical journey. And we're at the kind of start of the week, and first of three videos that I'm going to put up, long play videos. And this is what have I been listening to during the week, and that will also include my Elvis and Beatles vinyl and CDs that I have been listening to. Thank you very much for all the views and all the comments. I really enjoy all of them. And if you've not subscribed, please do so. Also, you can join my website, stephengoggin.com. I put up videos that are not on my YouTube channel up on my website. If you want to support me there, you can please do so. It's just £1 for the videos that I put up there. And let's get on with what I have been listening to. I've been listening to Elvis, His Hand in Mine, the start of Elvis's 60s output. And this is what I call Elvis's Johnny Cash album. Please have a listen to it. It's very underrated, I think, and because it has the kind of gospelly overtones in it, you either like, well, kind of sometimes you like gospel music. You don't have to be religious to enjoy different genres of music, and this is no exception. And I give this album definitely 100%. Here, that's the CD. This is the vinyl version of it, and a little bit crickly, a little bit copy that I have here is a little bit scratched, but what you call it, not to worry about that. I got it for about £3. The crickles come in at the right places between the tracks, and that gives it the vinyl experience a little bit more kind of depth of character. Up next, we have the Beatles, and this is with the Beatles. I was calling it Meet the Beatles. They have a similar sort of cover. One is Meet the Beatles is the American copy, and this is the English copy, and it's actually printed in Germany. So it's from the 1980s, and it's an excellent mono CD to get your hands on. This is a the Gastoni print of with the Beatles, and a very good copy of it too, and I highly recommend it. And if you see these in your local independent record shops, second-hand record shops, you might even still see the shrink on them. They'll be about £20, and much better than going in and paying £50 for it in either HMV or WH Smith's. So support your local record shops when you can. Up next is Bob Dylan in mono, and it's the Blonde on Blonde album. That's what it looks like on CD. Almost like cardboard cutout. I was going to say carbon cutout. Well, you never know. We're in digital media. That's the inside. And it's an excellent double album, and wonderful to listen to in mono from his wonderful mono box set. Up next, we have Chris Rea, and loved listening to Chris Rea back in the day. I'm kind of getting back into Chris. I picked up a load of his albums in charity shops, and this was one of them. And it's just fantastic. It's King of the Beach. I haven't heard this one before. I think there's a couple of reworkings of some of his songs from other albums. I actually saw him live in Slane in 1986 when he supported Queen. I saw a band called The Fountainhead. The Bangles were very good actually. And then Chris Rea and Queen, and it was a really good day out. And that concert is actually on YouTube. Queen and Slane Castle, and it's someone holding an old-fashioned camcorder on the shoulder, so the quality is not very good, but that show is there. Up next, the bargain of the week is I picked it up for £1 on in a charity shop. Paul McCartney New, and All the Money's by Their Typo. And this is the deluxe version of New for £1. I couldn't believe my luck, and it's a very very good album. I really enjoyed listening to it. I listened to it twice, and on the headphones on the Apple player, and it's very good, and I highly recommend it. I give it a good solid 10 out of 10, and it will be definitely getting played a few more times as the year goes along. And I'll probably because I got Venus and Mars, I'll be getting all the other Paul McCartney stuff that I see out in the charity shops and independent record shops. Up next, we have this excellent album, Wishbone Ash, New England. Bit tatty, but we're into tatty albums this year. Tatty covers. And look at that horrible typo. I can't even read it. I don't know whether you can make it out or not. And the only kind of downside to this album is the last song at the instrumental at the end is kind of a little bit downbeat, and going but I have to get used to the album. I have not listened to this album in a long time, so it's kind of like listening to it for the first time and rediscovering it. But a definite 10 out of 10. Up next is this excellent album from Queen with Steve Howe on the track Innuendo. He plays the acoustic guitar bit, and the 12-inch of this is absolutely fantastic. I remember getting all the singles of this when it came out back in the day, and it's a brilliant album to have. Again, this is another charity shop find, and it has the not the remastered version on of it, so it's quite good to have, and it'd be good to get the remastered version of it as well. Up next, we have Whitesnake and Ready and Willing. I was calling it Willing and Able, but there you go, that's just me. And this is a brilliant album. Absolutely love this. Absolutely enjoyed every track on it. And I think my favourite one is I was thinking of Deep Purple Stormbringer. Hold On. Cloverfield is on both Stormbringer and this album as well, so I was mixing up tracks, but I enjoyed all of this. Blind Man and Black and Blue, just loved everything about this album, and I'm going to get kind of enjoyed this one a bit more than the Wishbone Ash one. I have a few Whitesnake albums like Love Hunter and I think it's hold on, who I have Love Hunter. There's Love Hunter. I have I'll get them out. I'll show them to you. There's Come and Get It and Love Hunter. So I'll be getting into those albums as we progress with our musical journey with Whitesnake. And then we have Iron Maiden and his Seventh Son of the Seventh Son, an absolutely fantastic album and a real prog rock album this is. If you've not listened to this, please do so. I highly recommend it, and I'll give that one 100%. So that's Iron Maiden, Seventh Son of the Seventh Son. Then up next we have Heritage Ridge. I was enjoying this, and it kind of then, a little bit like the Wishbone Ash album, it kind of just filtered out at the end. Kind of going, I believe Heritage Ridge is in Wales, and it's near a place called Beacon Hills. I haven't been there, but what I believe is there's a famous place called Baskerville Hall is near here, and with Baskerville Hall, the owner asked Sir Arthur Conan Doyle to relocate Baskerville Hall to down in southern England rather than in Dartmoor. He asked them to relocate it there so he wouldn't have the pesky tourists. But now Baskerville Hall has become a tourist spot, so I think you can book out weekends there to stay there, and they have all sorts of activities going on. But Heritage Ridge, I'd give it a 10 out of 10 and start playing a bit more Mike Oldfield, and because I used to love all his stuff back in the day, and I saw him live in Dublin, and he put on an absolutely fantastic show. Up next is Five, or not Five, Sky, and an album called Five Live, and very very good album, and my first time playing it, so I just have to play it a bit more often and get more into it, and much better than Sky 4, and I'll kind of get back into Sky stuff, and I'm kind of tempted to get their 9 album CD box set and get that for the collection. Up next on the CD is Rio Grande Mud from ZZ Top, and an excellent album. Boogie rock, and I like my boogie rock. And if you know Johnny Lee Hooker, and if you like Johnny Lee Hooker, you like ZZ Top. It's as simple as that. Up next is Metal, CD and vinyl, and of course the vinyl kind of they're both as good. I'm getting used to listening to it on vinyl, and it's just really really good. I used to have it in vinyl back in the day, but again it's just getting reacquainted with old friends, and this is just a fantastic album, one of their best albums. That's The Inside, one of the Floyd's best albums. Then we have this magnificent album. Absolutely brilliant. Just finished listening to it. I've been listening to it on the Apple iPlayer, on the headphones during the week, and on CD. And I must say the CD sounds absolutely fantastic. Blows the streaming out of the water, and it's just amazing. Absolutely fantastic album. This is 1000%. I really, really highly rate this album, and it can do no wrong. It's a fantastic album, and if you want to get into Judas Priest, this is a great place to start. And those twin guitars on it are just absolutely fantastic. Up next, Deep Purple, Stormbringer, and just a brilliant album. I played it last week, and I'm playing it again, and really really enjoying this absolutely fantastic album. I highly rate this one. This is 100%, and I'll be playing it again during the year as the year goes on. And lastly, Jethro Tull, my favorite Jethro Tull album, Songs from the Wood, from their 5 album box set. That's because I was the border on the outset, and I probably will eventually get all the Tull albums on their book CD format eventually, and so that'll be another collection to enjoy and explore. And this is just a very uplifting album, and very very positive, all kind of just being out in nature and enjoying ourselves in the woods. So if you stuck out with me till the end of this video, why, thank you ever so much. I will be here again tomorrow, and it will be an Elvis video that we'll be doing tomorrow, and it will be the turn of the Blue Hawaii album. And then on Tuesday we'll be doing a Beatles video. So thank you ever so much for sticking out to the end of this video. You've been an absolutely fantastic audience, and if you want to support what I do, go over to stephengoggin.com. You'll get a free newsletter, and I'll be putting up videos on my website that are not on my YouTube channel. So thank you ever so much, and we'll talk to you in the next video.